Wake up, woman. It's your turn to make the coffee.
What's happening? Who's screaming? You bloody sadist. Turn that racket off. Why did you do that?
It's your turn to make the coffee.
Go to hell.
I'm still trying to find my way back. What day is it? Ainsley?
Thursday. I'm not making the coffee, so shut up. You can make it.
I should have left you when you started putting blue in the loo. Something about a blue flush that makes me want to piss on the floor. $4,000 million years of evolution to reach the blue loo. All she can say is, it's Thursday. After all these years, in love for 2.5, maybe 3.
It's his birthday. Oh, God.
Want coffee, do we?
Many happy returns.
Oh, you remembered.
You drank too much last night. Your snoring kept me awake. You drank a 2-liter flagon.
That's why I'm dashing about so slowly.
I'm surprised you can walk at all.
It's instinctive. It comes from bobbing up over the grass, looking for tigers.
What the hell have you done to this? Martin, what did you put in this? My heart's pounding like a drum.
I'm gonna have a shave. If you drop dead, give me a shout.
Great Mining, good morning. Love Great Mining. Oh, not Great Mining, good morning.
Morning, Irene.
Oh, morning, Owen.
Is Martin in?
No, not yet. He might be taking it easy. It's his birthday.
I know. His wife rang and asked me to dinner. She's giving him a secret surprise.
Lovely.
What's his Anno Domini score, just for the record?
I really don't know, Owen. You could always ask personnel.
"40 years to senility." Thanks for the present.
I'm afraid it won't make the office will any nicer. Can I get you one?
Not yet. My system couldn't stand the attack.
You have a design consultants meeting at 11, remember? And here's the U308 study you wanted.
The what?
The U308 study.
You can call it uranium, Irene. There are no demonstrators in the cupboard.
Oh, Owen Grant called to see you.
Yep. What about?
Oh, he didn't say. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Martin, don't you think we should be going solar, not nuclear?
Well, personally, I think we're going mad.
You're not mad. You're one of the nicest guys I've ever worked for.
We must have dinner one night so you can tell me more.
I'd like that.
chairman's office. Yes, Erwin. No, he's in the bathroom. Oh, here he is. Your son, Sir Colin.
Yeah. Owen, stop. What are you trying to tell me?
Martin Brown's birthday today.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Thank you, Miss Griffiths. My son, who's on top of everything but work, tells me that it's Brown's birthday. Better get a card, wrap a bottle of scotch.
Yes, sir.
Oh, make sure first it is his birthday.
Yes, sir.
Martin, my boy, many happy returns.
Thanks, Colin.
How old are you? Not that it matters. Once you pass the 50 mark, deterioration stabilizes. Teeth, hair, eyes, they all start going rotten more slowly. I spent my 50th birthday on Mount Grant. You know that blokes in their 50 dip the wick more often than young ones?
No, I didn't.
I've got something to put to you, Martin. We've been considering certain changes around here. Well, you practically set up Mount Grant. You know its operation inside out. How'd you like to take it off my hands for a while? Now, there'll be a new financial package, of course.
Oh, that will be a change.
Now, there's no problems. I'm not asking you because there's problems. It's just that I want to see you coming on a bit. A show of competition for the present board.
What about my other projects?
Oh, yeah, well, naturally, we'll push a few down the line. We'll assign you a special assistant. You can take Erwin under your wing. Get him out of the office. Get him up to Mount Grant whenever you can.
Erwin?
Yeah, he's a good lad. Needs stretching.
Could you check my figures, Martin?
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday.
Thanks. How's the study going?
I'm fine.
Crewing again this season?
Yep. I got your birthday present. I'll drop it over this evening.
You better come early. I'll probably get drunk.
What's the problem?
One I hope you never have. A dead-end marriage.
What?
Your mum and I have grown apart. We're bored with each other.
A little past, won't it?
We've been that way for a long time now.
Is there something I can do?
No. Nothing anyone can do. It just happens. I'll see you later.
Take care.
$21,035,760 minutes left.
Morning, Martin. little black coffee, perhaps?
Not unless it's intravenous. My hands are too shaky.
Did you enjoy your party?
It was relentlessly boring.
There's something wrong, isn't there? Can I help?
Help with what?
A sympathetic heart?
A heart.
Or even more?
You could shoot Irwin for me.
I found your note after yesterday's meeting. Why did you turn the years into minutes?
To make them seem more.
And the comment you put at the bottom, does that apply to the company and Sir Colin as well?
Are you thinking of blackmailing me?
Why don't you take me out to dinner like you said and find out?
Thanks.
Martin, do you and Ainsley still enjoy things in bed?
She enjoys coffee.
And you?
I'm at the commentary stage.
Martin, you're an attractive, virile man. You must cancel this idea that your life's over.
Facts can't be cancelled.
What's a fact? Nothing.
But it's a fact that you're a black man and I'm a Chinese woman, right?
No.
Then what are the facts?
Well, one is that growing old and doesn't matter much.
Oh, I know that. As we speak, people all over the world are dying. We're lucky this lot lasted through the night.
You have a good future. It's in your lifeline.
My lifeline's mostly sadness.
Sadness for what?
Things done, things left undone. Leaps I wasn't game to take.
You'll do all those things. I'm sure. What now?
Just gonna check up my wife.
Is that wise?
No.
Well, why do it then?
To find out whether the universe will stop. Hello there. We've just dropped in for a drink.
I'm watching the tennis. Hello, Irene.
A bit of soda?
I think I should go.
Down.
Ainsley doesn't seem exactly enthusiastic. What have you two been doing? We worked late. Martin brought me a snack. Don't you live miles away? We had to deliver some papers.
I took Irene to dinner.
Oh.
Sure I can't get you something?
Why didn't you take her home then?
Oh, to give you a change. I thought we might all go to bed together.
You thought what?
Oh, it's quite popular nowadays. We've never tried it.
Are you mad?
I've heard it's rejuvenating.
I'd like a few words with you, Martin. Outside.
What the hell are you playing at, bringing your secretary home and suggesting things like that?
We'd only watch TV otherwise.
You get her out of here now. Get her a cab.
Oh, she hasn't finished wearing her drink.
Out, Martin. I want her gone before I come back inside.
Well, I don't see any buckets in the sky.
Martin! You bloody raving shit!
You look pretty without glasses. Why don't you wear contact lenses?
I have odd-shaped eyeballs. We'd better not be too long. We might have Ainsley here.
No, we won't.
Why not?
She might catch us. That would mean admitting something.
That she loves you.
That I don't love her anymore.
Oh, your body's like a teenager.
Where have you been pinching them from? Oh, here's your fingernails.
Like this?
Yeah. Yeah, that's better.
Oh. Still feeling old?
Life's a slippery slope. Let's not hurry.
I can't live with an alcoholic pervert. I'm leaving you until you come to your senses. You can contact me at Marcia's.
Well, not all yesterday's minutes have been wasted.
It seems there's an industrial stop.
Another strike. Which union is it this time? They've only just gone back.
The train crew rosters.
Train crew rosters. Jesus. Look, get hold of Brown for me and cancel my massage appointment. I'll be with you in 10 minutes. This is the 10th strike in 6 months. Our Japanese customers can't understand it. We need a new face. A mediator, Martin. Someone who can build a bridge between the fascist lackeys of capitalism and shit-stirring, envious Reds. How'd you like to have a go?
Not much.
Look, we need ore to fill those ships. Get up there, get round the table.
I don't know a thing about industrial relations.
You'll be on a par with the rest of the bastards. Take Irwin with you,
Why, Owen?
to get him away from the flesh pots.
Does this thing have a built-in toilet, Owen?
Not that I know of. Why?
Because if you don't slow down, I think I'm going to need one.
What do we do when we get there? I mean, it's gangsterization. $7,000 a minute to stop a mine from working.
Who told you that?
The old man?
Only the railwaymen are out, the rest are shifting overboard.
Yeah, but the iron ore's still in the ground.
It's been in the ground for 2,000 million years, Owen. Cost that out at 7,000 a minute.
Our members' roster to the detriment of their earnings without due and proper consultation.
We were forced to because of the electricians' strike.
Oh, come on. Our members won't accept legitimate and wholly justifiable action by brother unionists as sufficient cause for being screwed.
The Russians would love this lot. They'd strap them to missiles and shoot them into Siberia.
Well, you've heard the opposing views.
May I speak bluntly?
We relish blunt speaking, Mr. Brown.
Well, Mount Grant has always cultivated good industrial relations. They're essential to our export trade. We're great respecters of consensus. And the consensus at present seems to be that you and your members are a bunch of pampered, underworked, overpaid, greedy, destructive goons.
Did you stop to think about our customers with bulk carriers and nothing but fresh air to put in them? What are you going to do about that? Get 10 million bloody Chinese with wheelbarrows to push the stuff to port? Or are you going to use ants working back to back? All because you wanted a shootout with a mob of pimple-witted Reds. I could have told them to go and get stuffed without sending you anywhere near them. What are you doing?
Working out my capital.
You have over $20 million.
Minutes. It's my time bank.
Time bank? Are you all right? Yep. Yes, Mr. Premier.
You won't be able to get in, Sir Colin.
What?
Mr. Brown's put bolts on the door. He intends to stay in there for good.
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what he said on the phone.
Brown is in there with bolts? Get him for me.
We can't. He left the receiver off.
Jesus Christ. What does he mean, stay in there for good?
He seems to feel that life isn't worth going on with. He intends to stay in there till he passes over.
Are you having me on?
No, not at all.
Bloody man's gone round the twist. Brown, come on out of there. Come on, boy, you need a doctor. Brown! 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 Incredible. How am I going to get him out of there? He can't die in there. I need it for meetings.
You might have to break down the door.
Nah. Steel core was specially built. He might come out for his wife. Fetch her.
I understand they're having problems.
Oh, not a hope. We need the IRA for this one.
They'd probably blow up the building next door.
I want him out of there, Sergeant. If I have to, I'll fly in a blasting engineer.
From where?
One of our mines.
I understand they use tons of explosives. We don't want this bloke on the moon.
But what are you going to do about it?
Hey, you could gas the bugger.
Oh, get lost, Irwin. Go play with the traffic.
His wife is on her way.
Let's hope she's not the cause. Do you have any clue why he's done this?
He thinks he's getting old.
Mrs. Brown, if everybody who was getting old barricaded themselves in offices to die, we'd be very busy. Can't you think of some other reason?
Perhaps he's really off his head. I wonder whether his insurance covers this. I mean, if he hurts himself or something.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that you'll find out soon enough. Now, would you care to try persuading him to open the door?
I'll see what I can do. Martin, it's Ainsley, dear. Martin, if I offer to do a 3 in a bed, will you come out? Say something to me, please. Please, Martin.
Martin, if you don't come out of there, people will come in and get you. The police are here, you know.
Martin, I know you're listening. I can hear you breathing. I'm not going to wait here forever. You're either mad or drowning in self-pity. Answer me, you irresponsible bastard!
Martin, here's an ultimatum. Either you answer and come out, or I'll bring a psychiatrist here and have you committed to a nut house whether he can see you or not. Have you got that message, you distorted little prick?
He's better off in there.
You're not going to get away with this, Martin. You've driven me out of my house. You're driving everyone off their heads. If life's that bad, why don't you just open the window and jump? Why don't you just go and bloody jump?
Mrs. Brown, I think we'll write this little effort off if you don't mind.
What's wrong?
I'd prefer he left that office by the door.
Why is he doing this?
Martin, you'd better come out. Sir Colin's determined to have his office back. Tomorrow they're going to cut through the door. You're too young to sit around and wait to die. Don't throw away all those minutes. There must be things you'd still like to do. Things to be discovered. On your own or with others. We've only made love once. Wouldn't you like to try again?
Let's bolt the doors.
Why?
So we can try again.
Oh, not here.
It's as good as a motel. Soft sofas, bathroom, fridge full of French champagne.
Oh, I couldn't.
Why not?
No, Martin. Not in Sir Colin's office. It's... Let's go to my place.
Yes, Ainsley's here, and Matthew, when she heard you were coming, she asked him to stay.
Good.
Hello, Dad.
Hi, man.
Well, I'll get Ainsley then.
How are you?
Fine.
I heard you had a spotted bother at the office.
Oh, nothing serious. After 12 years at Mount Grant, it was a minor event. Anyway, I've decided to take some leave. How's your mum?
Now, if you can get a couple of psychiatrists and a friendly magistrate, maybe you can have him committed. Committed to what? A hospital, so that you've got control of the property. I mean, there's a $500,000 home at stake for a start.
I don't want to have him locked up. Let's go in. Hello, Martin. After that madhouse scene at Sir Colin's office, I'd like Matthew and Marcia to stay with us, please.
Yes, of course. You were screaming, I'm told. I must have missed it.
You locked yourself in some office to die.
I'm putting the house on the market. Since you're not living there, you can have 2/3 of the money. I'm thinking of going away for a while.
Does this mean you're leaving me? Permanently?
Yes.
You realize if you do this, I could be alone for the rest of my life?
We've both been alone for years.
Is it another woman? Is it Irene?
It's another everything.
You're cracking up, Martin. You should see a psychiatrist.
It hasn't all been grief, Ainsley. It's not your fault. Keep an eye on her, mate.
Matthew, say something!
No, you two do what you have to. Just leave me out of it. I'll go on loving you both.
Martin!
Oh, drop it! You're better off letting him go.
There you go.
Christ. How's she taking it?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to a lawyer yet.
What will you do now?
Make a pilgrimage?
Where to?
I'm not sure.
Well, for a pilgrimage, you need a destination.
Might drive to the centre. 65 million years ago, in the Cretaceous period, it was under the sea. Maybe time won't have so much meaning out there.
I've never seen the centre of Australia. What's it like?
Full of beer cans and dingoes.
I have some leave to you. Will you take me? Just for the adventure. I'm in absolutely no obligations. Martin, when you get to the centre of Australia or wherever, what will you do?
Have a mystical experience. Enter into the countryside.
What will you look like?
A flowering rock.
What do you think?
I'm desperate enough to hope it's inhabited.
It is.
Maybe the cook's sober.
Maybe that was him.
Separate rooms, please, Martin. I'm no good in strange places.
Jesus. It's a song of victory. They buzz after they bite you. See? That's my blood.
Oh, terrific. You'll soon be anemic. There's an easier way than battering down the walls. Cover yourself up and keep the fan on your head.
What?
Mosquitoes can't land in a wind.
Why not?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they can't get their flaps down. Good night.
Good night.
Where will we sleep tonight?
Who says we will? After the Hotel Xanadu, I feel like driving straight to my mystical experience.
Oh, I'd hoped you'd already had it.
Hardly.
I'd like to stretch my legs.
Well, climb in the back and put them up.
I don't want to climb into the back, Martin. Jesus, my knickers are welded to me. I'm bored.
Turn on the radio. You might catch the rainfall figures.
Hello there. I'm Owen. Can you help me? I've blown a head gasket.
What can we do for you?
Give me a lift to my place. It's only 20 miles.
Sure. What's 20 miles?
Hold your water, boyo. I'll go and get my dogs.
Oh, great.
Hope they don't have fleas.
This is Peter and Paul. I'm afraid Paul likes to travel in the front.
Aha! Do you see it? Aha!
All I can see are Paul's balls.
I caught this morning morning's minion, kingdom of daylight's dolphin, dappled dawn drawn falcon. Do you know that one?
Gerard Manley Hopkins.
Wonderful. A scholar? You must stay at our place tonight and do some drinking. When I'm half cut, I can recite the wreck of the Deutschland by heart, all 35 verses.
If this dog doesn't move its ass, you'll be in the wreck of the Saab.
More wine, landlord. I intend to rise from this table in a heady state of intoxication. One of the few pleasures of this all too precarious life. Wine and women.
superb flesh, don't you think? Such proportions. If she weren't a female, she'd be a champion bull. "7 years I've been buried in the outback, and through 5 of them, Marta has sustained me. What do you think of that?
Yes, she seems very sustaining.
Not given to a lot of talk, mind you, but when she speaks, it's full of meaning. It arrests you. What do you think of our visitors?
Good. I like good company.
You see, a woman of perception and initiative.
Why are you doing that?
What?
The long-distance eating act?
I just needed to stretch my arms.
To Marta, who has brought exuberance to my life.
You are married?
Yes.
No. But you ask for the separate rooms.
We're just traveling together.
What was that?
A rat. Owen shoot it.
Shoot it? In the house with what?
His rifle. The Enfield. 303.
Jesus. This place has brick walls.
Spotted, done in, a flare of smud and burr. I'm a small game hunter, more skilled than in killing large animals, you know. Anyone can kill a wild pig or a camel. Bugger me, where was I? Yes. To the happy memory of 5 Franciscan nuns, exiles of the folklores, drowned between midnight and morning, December the 7th, 1875. Thou, mastering me, God, giver of breath and bread, world strand, sway of the sea, lord of the living and dead. They fought with God's cold, and they could not, and fell to the deck, or crushed them, and water, and drowned them, or rolled with the sea romp over the deck. Marta, I see another foolhardy rodent.
Fair, Owen.
There in the corner.
There is nothing.
I see him panting. I see his ugly snout. Give me the rifle.
Doing?
The small game hunter's at it again.
I'm going to bed.
Yes, well, I should be going too. Good night.
Good night. Would you like to take the rifle?
The rifle. No, thanks. I always pack my own rat extermination kit. Let's get in the car now while he's passed out.
No, I'm going to bed.
These people are off their heads. Brunhilde there was trying to seduce me under the table.
Perhaps you should oblige her.
You saw what he does to rats. He'll have a bazooka for people who screw the sustainer.
Well, it would save you counting the minutes. Good night, Martin.
nice, fresh man.
Bloody hell.
I've informed you all over so we can make violent love. Kiss me.
I don't want to make love.
Put your hand here. I have nothing on. No, thanks. What you do? You can't make love into trousers.
But you have a lover out there, your husband, remember?
He's drunk till morning. Take me. Now, I want to please you.
Put that back on.
Oh, I want a man.
I wish I brought a few along.
Come to me. Back. Back, I want. Come back. Come on, Liebchen.
That ball. Stokies. If you bite me, I'll sue you. That's a promise.
Where are we going now?
Home. I'm too old for sleeping in cars. I'd forgotten how the old bush was. A lot of drunks talking in Braille and barking at the ants.
Barking at the ants?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to turn into a flowering rock.
Not anymore.
Why not?
This landscape isn't other people's Bible. One shouldn't tamper with it.
So all this boring driving's been for nothing? I don't understand you, Martin. I need to go to the toilet.
Well, there's miles of it about. Just tell me where to stop.
I mean a proper one. I'm not doing it in strange bushes. There could be snakes. Now don't go anywhere without me.
I hope it's full of spiders. Red-backed spiders.
Well, goodbye.
Bye.
You're not coming in?
No, I think I'll just keep moving.
You must be exhausted after all that driving. Don't you need the toilet?
No.
Well, what are you going to do then?
I'm not sure. Something peaceful and tax-free.
Are you going to see Ainsley? Well, how will I get in touch?
By deep and profound meditation.
I haven't heard a thing from him. Neither has Matt.
Nor the office.
I'd like to know what's happened to the Saab. This is all because of rank self-pity, you know. Men make much more fuss of themselves than women.
Do you think you should go to the police?
What for?
Well, I mean, he is a bit strange. It's over 2 weeks since he got back from that trip.
I don't want to go to the police. You're not stuck on him, are you?
I thought I was for a while, but I can't handle his behavior. It's too weird.
That's good. Do you play tennis?
If you drink to drive. Here's to you. Hey, Jack. 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 He's croaked. He's as dead as a cockroach. Hey, hey, hey.
What's up with you, you old piss bucket?
A dead man. In there.
Sure it's not a dead plump one.
On a blanket, a young fella. Rooted by corruption. Man is born to be shorn.
Here he is.
Is he dead?
No, call an ambulance.
This is Conlon, the transport room to Beecroft. Walking up the treatment. 1508.
Well, you've really done it this time, Martin. How are you feeling?
A bit strapped.
The doctor said you were half dead.
I was fasting. I lost track of time.
Fasting in a derelict warehouse. You pulled the drip out of your arm. Tacky, Martin. Tacky. Don't you think it's time you showed some thought for me and Matthew?
How is Matt?
He doesn't know about this. I Irene and I have talked it over. We've asked the hospital to get you a psychiatrist. He's coming to see you tomorrow. I hope you'll cooperate, Martin.
You do need help, Martin.
Hello. Can you stand a visitor?
Who are you?
A fellow patient. I'm called Nosh.
Why are you visiting me?
Curiosity. Everybody's heard about you.
Oh. What are they saying? That I'm crazy?
A bit odd. They're all wanting to get better, and you're wanting to get worse. Well, that's different.
Do I look crazy?
No.
God. My nose is itchy. Oh. Down a bit. Harder. Yeah, I think that's got it, thanks.
Did you really try to starve yourself to death?
Yes,
Do you still feel that way? I mean, wanting to die?
I think so.
You're going about it all wrong, then. What's your first name?
Martin.
Well, they won't let you die in here, Martin. It's against their rules. You'll have to come good so they can give you the push. Then you can die without bothering them. What's going on?
I'd like something to eat, please, sister.
Good.
You're not actually enjoying that.
Why not? I'm hungry.
You're overacting. They torture that stuff for weeks before they send it out. I know, I used to be a cook.
Oh, where?
In a London pub. That's how I got my name.
How's the patient?
Seems a little better, Dr. Frankel. He came in wanting to die, then he changed completely. Now he's reading magazines and eating non-stop.
Perhaps he's gone into a manic phase.
He seems quite calm.
Have you been taking drugs of any sort?
Only alcohol.
Yes. You'd been drinking when you were found.
And that was to help the dehydration along.
And why did you want to help it?
To blot out reality.
What reality?
Oh, mine. Yours. It started when I converted the minutes to seconds.
Converted minutes to seconds.
I could actually feel them passing by like a disturbance in the atmosphere.
Seconds disturb the atmosphere, yes.
Then I noticed if I kept really still and tried hard not to think or do anything, the disturbance was less. There were moments when I could hardly feel time passing at all. So I lay down and waited for it to stop.
I see.
Do you find any of this unusual?
A bit, yes. A little bit unusual. Let's talk some more.
Well, Doctor, what is it? Male menopause?
No, sister, it's classic schizophrenia. He's having hallucinations about time. I'd like to move him. I'll talk to his doctor tomorrow.
Do you think he's dangerous?
Well, not to others, but to himself? Definitely.
Still at it?
Oh, the tea's not too ghastly.
They're letting me out this afternoon. Do you want to come?
Well, I'm not due for release yet. Besides, I've only got these. Why are you worrying?
I don't know. Maybe you represent a challenge. There's a bloke in the next ward who's going to croak. I could pinch his clothes for you. Eat up. I'm not strong enough to carry you.
Martin, we hear you're a little better, temporarily.
Temporarily?
Well, the psychiatrist seems a bit worried, Martin.
Oh. What's his problem?
He thinks you might be... well...
Nuts?
No, nothing like that. Just a little schizophrenic. He wants to give you some treatment. He'll explain it to you tomorrow. By the way, I've taken the house off the market. Irene's landlord put up the rent. She's moving in with me.
Moving in?
Why not? We seem to be quite good friends.
Medusa and Minnie Mouse. You'll make a great little sunset team.
My cousin's downstairs. Get this gear on and I'll keep watch.
How do I look?
Like you put up a tent with your head through the roof.
Thanks.
Let's go to the floor below and take the lift.
Are you leaving, sir? Excuse me, sir? Are you leaving?
Does she think we're doing? Coming in? Norm, this is Martin. We're taking him away from hospital so he can die in peace.
Yeah? You got cancer, mate.
No, he just wants to die. Can we take off?
Gonna die, eh? No worries. You'll be dead in no time. What work do you do, Marty? Is that what put a turd in your pocket?
I'm a mining engineer.
Christ almighty, I would have said you had it made. All that foreign money ripping the place apart. Hey, Nosh, I want a word with you.
Why?
What are you going to do about this loony? Can't croak here. I want to go surfing in the morning.
He's not out to cause trouble.
Oh, yeah? I'm not going to let him.
I don't want to appear inquisitive, but where are we going?
To the farm.
What farm?
Several of us own it.
Ah, you mean a commune?
If you're really serious about waving life goodbye, at least you could do it peacefully there. We could bury you and plant a tree.
You said you'd plant a tree for me. What sort of tree?
I don't know. But I'm sure it would have flowers. Have you ever been in love?
No, not really.
Maybe you're tree won't have flowers after all.
Here he is.
Great to have you back.
Alistair, this is Martin.
How are you, Martin?
Fine, thanks.
It was Nosh's idea to buy this place.
Oh.
I'm the local vet, and our other partner, Errol's a lawyer.
Welcome back.
How are you, Nosh?
This is Alistair's wife, Jo, and this is Errol. Meet Martin.
G'day. Hello.
Hi.
I'd never have guessed all this.
Tried to starve himself. He's not likely to do that here, is he?
He seems normal enough.
Starving yourself to death is not normal.
Why does he want to die, Nosh?
I'm not sure. We could ask him.
Well, I'm not going to ask him. I don't want to know about his hang-ups.
We've got enough problems without him.
What do you mean?
While you were away, a bloke turned up with an authority to prospect that takes in part of our land. I told him he could get stuffed.
So?
He said he'd be back with a rig.
They're going to drill holes on our farm.
I'll talk to Martin.
Oh, and what'll he do about it? Slash his wrists and hang himself from their rig.
What's wrong, Errol?
You and this freak. Why have you brought him here? Where's he going to stay?
On my floor?
You on with him?
No, but that's none of your business.
It's all our business. It took us a long time to set up this farm. We all get on well together.
So?
He's nuts. How's he going to fit in?
Let's just see, shall we? What will happen next?
They'll apply for an authority to enter.
Does that mean we have to let them in?
Well, what compensation are they offering?
None so far. What's the matter?
Well, it's just that you're dragging me back to everything I walked out on.
I'm sorry. Let's forget it.
What's the name of the mining company?
Mount Grant.
Really?
I still don't understand why you're doing all this.
I owe it to Nosh.
She wouldn't look at it like that. She doesn't do things for rewards.
Yeah, call it a gesture, then.
Against what?
Not against anything. In defense of fair play.
It doesn't matter a stuff to you. I mean, since when did you believe in life after death?
I don't. Not since the invention of nuclear war.
What now?
We wait for the hard rock dentist to show up.
They're coming our way. A rig, four-wheel drive, and 6 blokes.
That's all right. Let's go and meet them.
6 of them? We ought to take a shotgun.
Yeah, and get the wagons in a circle.
like we got a reception, Andy. These people don't know their asses from their elbows. We'll make noises about the law if they try to stop us. Remember me? Anderson, Pan-Australian Drilling. We're contracted to Mount Grant Mining Corporation, and I have an authority to enter your property.
May I see it, please?
Sure. Who are you? What's your interest in this?
My interest is in seeing these people aren't being ripped off. You can enter, Mr. Anderson, but not the rig.
You better open this gate or I'll drive through it. I've got a plant there costing $1,000 a day.
Why don't you ask Mount Grant about that?
You talk to Mount Grant about it. I'm taking my rig through.
Well, you try, and these women will be lying across the track. Think of the headlines. Drillers crush women with rig.
I don't believe it. You're jerking yourself off.
Have a go and see.
Okay, I will. When those broads jump out of the way, just drive straight through, okay? Let's go. You guys like to hide behind women, don't you? Get these beavers off the track. If you don't, I'll have my crew move them.
I wouldn't if I were you, mate, unless you want to end up in court.
These assholes are breaking the damn law.
No, they're not, buddy.
Yeah, I'll get the cops. They'll drag them off the road.
You try it. But first, I suggest you contact your principals. Tell them there has to be some arrangement about access. Why don't you call Sir Colin Grant?
What do you know about Sir Colin Grant?
I have drunk his champagne.
Okay. I'm gonna leave the rig out here till this is straightened out. But if any of those nuts fool around with it, they're gonna be in it up to their eyeballs. Understand?
Day.
Just send someone out there to sort it out straight away. Indonesian flu? What the hell's that? Another name for cirrhosis? You can't win. When they're healthy, they don't work. When they catch a cold, they don't come. Yeah, leave it to me. I'll see Irwin now.
You wanted me?
Yeah, once. Sit down while I try to soothe my nerves. We have a problem, Irwin. This isn't a massage parlor. Sit up. Some landowners have tried to block one of our exploration programs, and half of Morrison's staff are off with flu. I want you to sort it out.
What? The flu?
Morrison tells me these people are dropouts. When they're not stoned, they'll be ecologists. Anyone with a window box is an ecologist. They've conjured up some front man who claims he's an expert. We've got a deadline to meet on this project, Irwin. Offer the money if you have to. Morrison will give you the details. And Irwin, don't offer them more than necessary.
What's this?
The seconds I have left.
Left for what?
Until senility.
Until what?
So that's why you tried to starve yourself.
No. No, I did it because I saw myself clearly for the first time as one of 4.5 billion people on a chip of rock revolving around one star out of thousands of billions.
I'm not going to stand here all night while you babble on about billions. I'm going to have a drink. And you're going to join me.
You're really serious, aren't you?
Doesn't happen often. Do you drink much?
I did when I was younger.
Could there really be minerals on our farm?
Well, it's possible, but I'd need to study the records and take a look around first.
Now you sound like a mining engineer. Drink up.
Why?
I think I'd rather have you drunk than sober. How long since you laughed?
I don't know. I didn't make a note of it.
Someone told me about 2 old ladies who were out walking when a man leapt out of a doorway and flashed them. One of the old ladies had a stroke.
And?
The other wasn't quick enough. Well?
Are you mothering me or something?
Something. When you think about dying, do you see angels?
The ultimate illusion. When they list churches on the stock exchange, then there'll be angels.
You know what scientists claim?
Hmm?
You give an old male rat a young female to groom him. He gets friskier and stays younger for much longer. Does that sound believable?
Yeah. It's possible.
You the man from Mount Grant?
Yeah, Mr. Irwin Grant.
Alistair MacPhail. Come on in.
G'day, Owen. How's the iron ore trade?
Brown?
Sit down, Owen.
I'm not sitting next to him. Oh, what's he doing here?
He's the man you have to talk to.
Oh, no, wait. Look, I can't deal with him.
Why not?
Well, you don't understand. You see, he's escaped from hospital. I mean, he's schizophrenic.
Oh, we know all about that. He's quite sane and is representing us.
How'd it go?
What?
Your business.
No worries. Sewed the buggers up like a Sunday dinner.
That way.
That was weird. He agreed to everything you asked.
Touch of panic, I think. Could be a bit more when he gets back to the office.
This still won't stop them mining.
No, but if they do, this offer will buy us a farm twice the size.
Thanks, Martin.
Be grateful they sent a fool.
What'll you do now? I mean, if you want to stick around for a while, we'd be happy to have you.
Told him to negotiate with those hicks, not say we'd buy their property for telephone numbers.
You didn't mention any of that.
Get him in, Miss G.
Yes, sir. You're on.
You sent for me? Dan? You all right?
I am praying, Irwin. I say a lot of prayers. I pray for my Japanese customers and their economy. I pray my geologists will find me oil and coal. I pray that certain trade union leaders will drop dead. But right now, Irwin, I am praying for a son with a normal brain. Not a genius. Just a normal brain.
I'm quite normal, so my friends say.
Then God help the future. When I was your age, I was working a Northwest cattle run. I didn't have any fancy school education or any fast cars. I was lucky if the ass was still left in my strides. But at least I knew what business I was in. What business are you in these days?
The mining business.
Then why did you bugger off and buy a bloody farm?
Well, Brown was there.
Who?
Martin Brown. Put me off my concentration. I had to speak orally to him.
I thought he was in hospital.
No, he was there. I tried to tell him.
Forget it, Irwin. I should have had a vasectomy.
I've realised something. You're not counting seconds any longer. When did you stop?
When I returned to the world of illusion.
What's that?
You, this life, teaching myself to paint. Somehow the futility of it all doesn't seem so important anymore.
Why did you choose to take up painting?
It's anarchistic. Sort of private language. I've been thinking about my wife. I should look her up and make my peace.
Do you want to go back to her?
No. But after 20 years, I think I owe her some friendship.
She may feel you owe a lot more. Ainsley, there's a man in the house. I saw him in the kitchen. A man? He moved when he spotted me. I better
to go and look. No, it could be dangerous. He could be armed or anything. Let's go next door and call the police. Are you certain? Positive. It could be some drug addict.
All right, freeze.
I beg your pardon?
I said freeze.
I'd like to oblige you, but the weather's rather warm.
Who are you?
Brown. Martin Brown.
What are you doing here?
I've come to see my wife. It's my house. I have a key.
Get those women in here.
Jesus, Martin. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Every second time I see you, the police are there.
Don't look at me. I didn't call them.
They were bloody rude to me.
I only came because I wanted to find out if you were all right.
I'm perfectly all right, thanks. Or I was until you pulled this one. Give me your door keys, please. Irene and I don't want you snooping around here.
Okay.
How's the mental trouble, Martin?
Oh, I'm keeping abreast of it, thank you.
You look very odd in those clothes.
You'd look odd in them, too. Here's the key.
Thank you. I'm sorry we can't stay to entertain you today. We're going to a consciousness-raising class. Do you have a place to live now?
Yes.
Since our separation seems definite, we'll have to come to some proper arrangements.
Glad you saw Mum today.
Oh, it was rather brief. She and Irene are having a very busy time.
Will you two ever get back together again?
No.
Why not? I mean, didn't you love her once?
Oh, I don't know, man. There was a time, but it didn't last. Perhaps love was too hard for us. Perhaps we were frightened of it.
Does that bother you?
At times. But she'll always be a part of my life. Just as you are.
So, what are you doing with yourself up there in the bush?
Reading, learning to paint, growing a tree with flowers.
Just one tree?
That's enough. Why don't you come up and visit me sometime?
I will, after my exams.
Promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Martin, that's a terrible painting.
Yeah. Yes, I know. I think it's getting worse, too.
Do you aim to make money out of this someday?
No, I just like it. Remember, it took years to become a successful engineer.
You never talked about visiting your wife. How long do you think you'll stay with me?
How long will you want me?
Years and years. It's nice having an old rat to groom.
You know what you're saying. I love you, and I'll probably die before your beauty fades.
I'll settle for that.
There are moments when life is so lovely, you wonder how it can ever be cancelled.